All right, so in 2016, you released the song Fresh Water for Flint with Keke Palmer.
Yes.
Of course, talking about your home and the quote unquote water crisis at the time, right?
Uh-huh.
Can you just talk about the emotions that you felt during that time with the lack of care and response from the government for your city and your people?
I felt a huge responsibility because at that time I was the only artist from my city that had a platform that big to be signed to one of the biggest labels in all time of hip hop, Aftermath, Interscope. And I'm from Flint, and I'm seeing on the news, and I felt horrible because I'm in California at the time while all of this is going on, and I'm calling my mother. My mother's still in Flint, my aunties, my cousins, and everybody's going through this shit. And it's like I want to do something, because it's not, man. It's like, man, Flint people, we just have a pride about where we're from. And so it's not like I had been gone from Flint hella long. Like I had only been gone for like a year and a half, 2 years, and I always was coming back and forth and visiting Flint. So when this happened, it was just like, I gotta say something. How can I not say something? It would be inhumane of me to have not said something, not to use my gift to bring attention to what was going on in my city. That's what the fuck rap is for. That's what having a voice is for in those moments where the people that don't have a voice need someone to say something, you have to own up to that responsibility and say something. So I just remember at that time, I feeling very passionate about using my voice to do God's will.
So what was like Dre and the labels like feelings about you um going back to Flint at that time, because you were on some whole like fuck my album and everything like that. Like this stuff is way more important, right?
Yeah, like they didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't get why this was so personal to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember having to convince Dre to let me put out Fresh Water for Flint. Like, cause I don't think he understood the magnitude of what was going on there. You know what I'm saying? And like I had to just convince everybody of why this was important to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to, I remember having had the conversations of, why do you want to put out a song and the album's not done yet? It's like it's bigger than that to me. Like, I could still work on this album or whatever, but I have to say something right now because my city already was, the spirit of my city had already been beat down so much. And now it was like they was trying to stick a nail in the coffin. And it was like, damn, if the one person that has a voice from our city won't speak up for us, then we really feel like we ain't worth shit. So, I can just remember having those conversations, and then ultimately they, let me do what I had to do.
And then you start out the verse by saying, look, they want me to talk about these fake crimes and these hate crimes. How the fuck I'm supposed to care about overseas when locally everybody in my city and state dying? I think this is an amazing point because I've always said our government does a great job of taking care of everybody else but their own people. So, like, sure, we can say America isn't a third world country. Certain things in other countries are way worse, etc. I get all that. But if we are going to live up to being advertised as the richest, the best country in the whole world, right? It's crazy when our people are suffering and there's always an excuse as to why something can't happen, right? But then like there's like a war overseas, money's being sent overnight, immediately, right? And we talking like millions of dollars, like, you know what I'm saying? But then like there's always a reason why when there's a crisis, oh, like this is a slow process and everything like that, But throughout the song, you're not only just talking about the fresh water issue, but the issues within the city for a long time.
Yes.
So as far as like the other celebrities, like it was said that like Eminem, Diddy, Wiz Khalifa, Mark Wahlberg, they all donated fresh water to Flint, right? Through Aqua Hydrate. Did you see that water really make a difference for the people there, or it wasn't really that much?
You know what it was? I think, and I want to say thank you to all of them. And I think all of the other artists and actors and people that donated, I think they were only doing what they knew to do. You know what I'm saying? Because this was a very unique situation. And the thing that kept being said was they need water, they need water. So that seemed like, that was the most helpful thing that everybody knew to do at the time. Nobody knew where to start with how to actually fix this problem. But the water bottle thing was just kind of like putting a band-aid on a bullet wound.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And it's like, even still to this day, like when I'm in Flint, I still don't trust the water. When I'm in Flint, I still take bottled water showers today. So it's like, whenever I'm at the crib, it's like, yeah, it's still, I don't trust the fucking water.
Wait, you still live in Flint though, right?
I live in Michigan.
Oh, okay, but you don't live. Oh, I got you. All right, got you. Okay, yeah, man. Yeah, it's a shame, bro. Like, and I definitely understand your sentiment about not trusting it till this day, right? Like,
Oh.
when did it get declared that it was safe now?
I can't even remember. Not too long ago,
Right,
but
that's
I
what I
can
was thinking. It was still an issue until just like a few years ago, right?
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. So I can't even remember when they said it was okay or whatever, but I still don't trust the water.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Shout out to the people in Flint, man, for sure.
Yes, my city, my city. I love you. I love you. I love you.